Hi everyone, welcome back to my AWS Developer series. I am Virata Kokitarankun. Today we gonna go to Amazon S3 Security and Amazon CloudFront. So let's get started. Let's start with Amazon S3 Object Encryption. You can encrypt objects in S3 bucket using one of four methods: server-side encryption or SSE, server-side encryption with Amazon S3 managed key SSE S3 enabled by default. Encryption S3 object using key handle managed and owned by AWS. Server-side encryption with KMS key stored in AWS KMS SSE KMS. Leverage AWS Key Management Service AWS KMS to manage encryption key. Server-side encryption with customer-provided keys SSEC when you want to manage your own encryption key. Client-side encryption is important to understand which one are for which suitable for the exam. Amazon S3 encryption SSE S3 encryption using key handle managed and owned by AWS. Object is encrypted. Server-side encryption type is AES 256. Must set header XAMC. Server-side encryption AES 256. Encryption using key handle and managed by AWS KMS Key Management Service. KMS Advantage User Control Audit Key usage using CloudTrail. Object is encrypted. Server-side must set header XAMC. Server-side encryption AWS KMS. SSE KMS limitation. If you use SSE KMS, you may be impacted by the KMS limit. When you upload, it's called the Generate Data Key KMS API. When you download, it's called the Decrypt KMS API. Count toward the KMS quota per second. You can request a quota increase using the service quotas console. Server-side encryption using key fully managed by customer outside of AWS. Amazon S3 does not store the encryption key you provide. HTTPS must be used. Encryption key must provided in HTTP header for every HTTP request made. Amazon S3 encryption client-side encryption use client libraries such as Amazon S3 client-side encryption library. Clients must encrypt data themselves before sending to Amazon S3. Clients must decrypt data themselves when retrieving from Amazon S3. Customers fully manage the key and encryption cycle. Amazon S3 encryption in transit SSL TLS. Encryption in file is also called SSL TLS. Amazon S3 export to endpoint. HTTP endpoint now encrypted. HTTPS endpoint encryption in file. HTTP is recommended. HTTPS is mandatory for SSEC. Most clients would use the HTTPS endpoint by default. What is cross-origin resource sharing or cross-origin stream protocol host domain port? Example HTTP world example.com limited port is 443 for HTTP, 80 for HTTP. Web browser-based mechanism to allow requests to alter origin while visiting the main origin. Same origin, http example.com app1 and http example.com app2. Different origin, http www.example.com and http author.example.com. The request wouldn't be fulfilled unless the author already allowed for requested using core tender, for example, access control allow origin. Amazon S3 MFA delete. MFA multi-factor authentication force user to generate a code on a device, usually a mobile phone or hardware, before doing important operation on S3. MFA will be required to permanently delete an object version, suspend versioning on the bucket. MFA won't be required to enable versioning